You guys know about the Great Wall of China, right? So the Great Wall of China, it was built to protect the Chinese people from the barbarians in the north. So they spent so much time building this huge wall that was large, impenetrable. There was no way you were going to get through this wall. But don't you know that in the first 100 years of that wall's existence, China was invaded 3 times. And they did it not by climbing over the wall, not by crashing through the wall. On all 3 occasions, they walked up to the gatekeeper, bribed him, the whole army just walked through the gate. They spent so much time building such a large impenetrable object that they thought was going to protect them. They forgot to teach integrity to their children. Think about that. They spent all the time and effort, but they forgot to teach the most basic thing to their kids. Just integrity, pride, self-respect. The same thing has to do with us selling cars. Sounds crazy, but it really does. Because we have to have trust and we also have to have integrity. It's of the utmost importance. So how do we build trust? You build trust by what? Is it by talking? It's by listening. You build trust by figuring out the gap, so where the person is to where the person wants to be. You gotta listen, find out where they're at, find out where they want to be, and then you have to promise that your vehicle, whatever you're selling, is gonna fill that gap to get to where they want. That's how you build trust. What happens is a lot of times we think so much about all the material possessions and stuff that we have, and that's good. We're building our wall. But if we don't have integrity, that wall is gonna come crashing down. The way we build integrity is following up with the customer. They trusted you to fill the gap. You promised that you were gonna get them there. You can't ghost them 2 days later. You gotta call them up. A month later, you gotta follow up. Christmas, holidays, you gotta follow up. When you see them in the waiting room, what do you gotta do? Follow up. This business is not made a one-off situation. Every time you have a customer, you see them, you have to have the mentality, this is gonna be known my customer for life. So that's the main thing I just kinda wanna push today, is we want each and every person here that when they go on to Sutherland Hyundai reviews, they feel like you own the store. As of right now, we got about 10, 11 salespeople. This is something that you can continuously do. Do you have to wait to get a good review? Just yesterday, what happened to that guy yesterday? He remembers. He remembers us. He remembers the vibe. He remembers the energy. That's what builds growth.
Let them know.
Our whole goal is not just to speak, but to inspire.
You have to show out. It's not enough to stand up. Nah, you have to stand out. Let's go. DM me and let me know what you thought about this episode. And make sure that you go to charismamastery.com. Oh.